The first 5 minutes of Stranger Things 5 just dropped, and if this is what they mean by sprinting from the start, they weren't kidding. We are immediately thrown right back into the thick of it, but not in the way you'd think. We're not in Hawkins 1986 or 1987 or wherever we're supposed to be. We're in the past. We are right back in Season 1, November 6th, 1983, the night it all began. But this time, we're seeing the stuff that was happening off-screen, the stuff Will could never properly explain. And let me tell you, it changes everything. The whole thing opens on that classic, terrifying, blue-tinted world. The Upside Down. It's dark, it's gloomy, and you've got those signature spores, or whatever they are, floating around like toxic snow. This is the place that has haunted our dreams for years. The camera pushes through these dead, slimy woods, and then it lands on Castle Byers, Will's little wooden fort, the place he built to get away from his parents fighting, to be the home of Will the Wise. And it's just wrecked. It's covered in those pulsing, black, slimy vines. It's been corrupted. And that sign, that little hand-painted sign, is still there, home of Will the Wise, written in that kid scrawl red paint. Seeing it in the Upside Down, covered in grime, is just heartbreaking. Then we're inside the fort, and who's there, lying on the ground? It's little Will. They've de-aged him. He looks exactly like he did in the first episode. And the outfit, it's the exact one. The red vest over that red, blue, and yellow striped shirt. This is the night he vanished. He gasps awake, terrified, shaking, and he's muttering to himself. He's singing, "Should I stay or should I go?" The Clash, Jonathan's song. The song his older brother played for him to get him away from hearing his dad, Lonnie, being a complete jerk to Joyce. We all know how Kate Bush's running up that hill became Max's lifeline against Vecna. This has to be the same thing for Will. But anyway, back to this opening. Will's singing, he's scared, and then he hears that guttural, clicking, chattering roar. He looks out the little window of his ruined fort, and a Demogorgon charges in. The flower-faced nightmare from Season 1. It's standing right there, and it opens its horrifying petal head, revealing all those teeth, and it just screams at him. Will screams. I screamed. He scrambles out of the fort and just bolts. He's running for his life through the dark woods of the Upside Down, and the Demogorgon is right behind him. This chase is so intense. But here is the most important detail. As Will is running, the sky is flashing. There is red lightning. Red, stormy, particle-filled lightning. Now, pause. Think about Season 1. When we saw the Upside Down in Season 1, what did it look like? It was dark, it was blue, it had the spores, it had the vines, but it never had the red lightning. It never had that massive, swirling particle storm. That red, stormy sky, that was the Mind Flayer in Season 2. The red lightning specifically, that's been Vecna's visual signature. We saw it every time he attacked someone in Season 4. We saw it when he opened the gates. So, seeing that red lightning here in a flashback to Season 1, this is not a retcon. This is the Duffer Brothers pulling back the curtain and showing us that what we thought was a random monster attack was never random. Vecna was there. He was in control. The Mind Flayer, the particles, all of it, it was all him from the very beginning. The Demogorgon was a hound sent by Vecna, and before Will gets got, do us a favor and subscribe. Or else Will has to sing "Should I Stay or Should I Go" for another entire season. Don't do that to him. Don't do that to us. Click the button. So Will is running, the red sky is flashing, the Demogorgon is gaining on him. He finds a big, dead tree and tries to scramble up it, climbing a branch to get away. The Demogorgon sees him and just starts climbing the tree right after him. It's about to grab him by the leg, and Will, in a last-ditch effort, tries to jump to another branch on a tree nearby. It's a desperate leap, and the branch breaks. He falls. We see these quick flashes of that red, stormy sky as he's tumbling through the air. He gets snagged for a second by his backpack, but the straps rip open and he just lands hard on the ground. He's knocked out cold, and then the camera just lingers on his unconscious body for a second, and he's dragged away by his feet by something we can't see. This part is also super important. There's been some debate online based on the notes I've seen about Will's energy levels. People are saying that when Hopper and Joyce find Will in the Season 1 finale, he's practically comatose. He's pale, he's cold, he has a tendril down his throat, he looks half dead. How could that Will have just shot a rifle, run from a monster, climbed a tree, and tried to jump to another one? And it's a fair question, but this flashback isn't showing him right before he's rescued. This is showing him right after he's captured. He was running on terrified, 12-year-old adrenaline. He did have the rifle in season 1, remember? When Will is being chased by the Demogorgon, he runs to his family's shed and grabs a .22 caliber bolt-action rifle from a gun rack on the wall and loads it to defend himself. Before he can fire, the Demogorgon appears and abducts him, and both Will and the rifle disappear into the Upside Down. So this new scene shows him using it. That fall, that head injury, that is what explains why he's so weak and lifeless later. Okay, so where does he get dragged? The scene cuts. We see the Hawkins library, the upside down version, of course. Red lightning is flashing outside the windows. This is a new location for the upside down. We've seen the school, the houses, the mall, the Creel house, but the library? Why the library? This is a huge clue. Vecna, Henry Creel, he's not a dumb beast. He's a cold, calculating, intelligent villain. He's a philosopher in his own twisted way. A library is a place of knowledge, of history, of records. Is this where Vecna studies? Is this his command center? Is this where he's been observing Hawkins, observing his spiders all this time? It's such a deliberate choice. A Demogorgon walks down a hallway, dragging Will's unconscious body. It just throws him on the floor. And then, out of the shadows, Vecna appears in all his slimy, vine-covered glory. And the Demogorgon bows. It's a servant. It's delivering the package to its master. Now, this is the part that will haunt me. Vecna steps forward. He says in that chilling, purring voice, "At long last, we can begin." He then uses his powers, and the vines from the wall snake out and lift Will's body up, holding him against a post. He's still unconscious. Vecna just stares at him, and then he says, "You and I, we are going to do such beautiful things together, William." Nobody calls him William. It's so formal, so cold, so possessive. It's the ultimate "I own you" move. And beautiful things? He means the invasion. He means turning Will into his spy. He means using this poor, terrified kid as his foothold into our world. This is the origin of everything. The now memory. The true sight, the spy arc from season 2. It all started here, and then happens the thing we've all wondered about. A black, slimy vine, a tendril, snakes out from the wall and forces its way into Will's mouth. It's disgusting. It's horrifying. This is exactly what Hopper and Joyce saw when they found him in the S1 finale. We all just assumed that was how the Demogorgon incubated its young, or how it fed or something. We thought Hopper pulling it out and doing CPR is what saved him. But we were wrong. That was Vecna, personally, plugging Will Byers directly into the hive mind. That was the moment Will became, well, part of Vecna. As the tendril goes in, Will's eyes snap wide open. He's conscious again, and he's choking on this thing, and Vecna just reaches out and gently touches Will's head. He strokes his face. Such beautiful things. It's the most repulsive, violating thing I've ever seen on this show, and that's saying a lot. This changes the stakes for season 5 completely. The final battle has to be about Will. They can't just kill Vecna. They have to sever that original connection. They have to exorcise Vecna from Will Byers for good, without killing Will in the process. This is why the Duffer Brothers have been saying Will is central to this season. He was the beginning, and he has to be the end. The episode title being The Crawl is just perfect. It's about this tendril crawling into him. It's about Vecna crawling into our world, using Will as his doorway. I am so unbelievably hyped, and also completely terrified. This is the beginning of the end, and they are not pulling any punches. William is in for the fight of his life.